I don't think I can top that, to have the CEO of TiE be a bartender. So you have me all worried about my next party now as to, how do I exceed that mark. But thank you for doing that. And welcome everyone. Good to see a lot of old friends. When I say that, I don't mean the age, but old and new friends alike. And like Jiku said, it's turned out to be a gorgeous evening. As you all know, we've been doing this for a few years. Kanan's here. We started this off, I think around your time or before that. And the purpose of this is, it's one of those events that I'm really I look forward to every year, because it gives us a moment to reflect on the year gone by, and also to make new acquaintances and new connections. Before I turn over to the new speakers, I wanted to call out a few people who are in the audience, and I wanted to make sure that you spend some time getting to know them. And being from India and the whole emphasis on teacher, I want to start with Bill Dollahite, my racing teacher, right there, if you could. Bill and his wife are here. I'm very glad you could join us. Bill's the president and owner of Driveway Austin, and the racetrack here in town, and a racing academy. So those of you who have the latent racing ideas, he's the guy to get to know, because if he can teach me, he can teach anyone. And his son Scott's a very talented driver as well. So welcome, Bill. And again, not to stay on the racing team too much, but also Sandy West from Formula One United States. Sandy is the VP of Corporate Affairs and Marketing. And I was thinking people were pulling my leg when I got about 50 SMSs in 2 minutes when the Formula One United States was announced in Austin, saying, did you know this, or did you have anything to do with it? So hopefully, Sandy, next year we'll have you and Bruce talk to us a lot more about what's going on. I do have the commitment that garage number 00 and suite number 00 is going to be the Saxena name on it. So looking forward to that. But seriously though, that whole campus, I think we all just understand the tip of the iceberg of what it could mean for Austin. And maybe one of these days we'll hear from Sandy and Bruce and the team on all the great plans that they have in place. So welcome, Sandy. And again, obviously our two speakers here, before I turn it over to them, a very important lady, Suki Steinhauser, CEO of Communities in School, Central Texas. Many of you will recognize her from last year. She was one of our speakers and talking about communities in school. And based on that, we did this whole Race to Win program. So in the end, if you stick around long enough, I'm going to fire up the race car over there and wake up some neighbors. So stick around. There's an incentive after the dinner to do that. And of course, my friend Larry Warnock. And one of the things that we have to celebrate is Larry has yet another company sold since we met last time. So congratulations, Larry. And not only does he have a big bank balance, he has a big heart also. I know that for sure, for the support that he's given for many things, including the Race to Win. So thank you again for that. Our two main speakers for this year, two very dynamic women, I have a tremendous amount of respect for. And as you know, the purpose of this evening is to both celebrate what we have done in the community, but also to highlight the need in the community and the good work that's going on, so that those of us who have been blessed with talent or treasure or whatever can engage with that. And Ellen Balthazar, who is the executive director for Any Baby Can, is going to be our first speaker. So Ellen, again, a very impressive story. I won't say any more detail. I'll leave it to her, because she's quite the dynamic person. And her partner, Marie, if you could. Marie is the business development leader for Any Baby Can, so look forward to hearing from you. And then last but not the least, Julie Helst, the CEO of Austin Technology Council. So, and she'll tell us a lot more about ATC and all the good work they do. But in essence, it's about 850 senior executives here in town that are a member of Austin Technology Council. And again, we'll hear from Ellen about that. I just noticed Dr. George. I didn't realize. So welcome. Can you just... so Dr. Tim George. He's the pediatric surgeon at Dell Children, right? So again, someone I met at the racetrack, at Bill's racetrack, and I don't know much, and just talking. And then I go downtown, and at least I swear, I met 6 people who keep talking about Tim George. I said, this is the same Dr. George. So it's very good to have you here, and to be a part of this this evening. And I'll just leave this. I'll get this to, is it Ellen first or Julie? Who's going first? Julie, okay. Before I leave that, I think just a couple of points and something to reflect upon. One of the reasons I look forward to this get-together is, at least for me, it gives a moment to step back and think about what else is needed in our community. My father used to say, an ungrateful life is a wasted life. And that's something that I've always kind of kept in my mind. A lot of us, we have a lot to be grateful for. I mean, for even things like living in a gorgeous place like Austin, right? Being able to sort of pursue our careers and our dreams. And the reality is, despite all that, right here in town, there are a lot of places, there's a lot of need that those of us in the tech community are not aware of. At least I was not till about 5-6 years ago as I got going into it. And with the help of TiE and now with the help of ATC and others, I've started understanding both the need and also the power that we have as a group to help each other. And the purpose of these two next speakers is to give us an overview of what they do, the good work that they're doing. And I hope that you all will find some projects or initiatives where you can get engaged around and help them move forward with their mission. Two other introductions before I forget, and I apologize for those that I have not introduced. Joel Wiggins from Kansas City now. So many of you know, Joel used to be the director of Austin Technology Incubator. Both my startups that I founded here were in Austin Technology Incubator, and I owe a lot to Joel and his team. And Kansas City somehow, and I still need to figure out why he left Austin for Kansas City. That's a longer discussion. But the fact is, he's running an incubator there and he's working on a cool project, so we were lucky to have him visit us today. And then, of course, my dear friend Sandy Douchin from IBM. Sandy, you want to... So Sandy has been a phenomenal partner for me. As you know, about 4 years ago, after IBM acquired my company, I've been with IBM for 4 years, and when you start kind of finally finding your sea legs, you start looking for people in IBM with both a job and a heart to look after community affairs. And Sandy's been a phenomenal partner, and thank you, Sandy, for all of that.
Thank you.
With that, let me turn it over to Julie and have her talk about Austin Technology Council